Hello everyone, my name's Deborah Kane. I'm a partner in the Private Wealth Disputes team here in Braciers in Kent, and this is the first part of a 6-series Introduction to Contested Probate webinar. I'm going to be looking at disputes about the validity of a will today, or the law surrounding it. I'm going to be covering the formalities, testamentary capacity, knowledge and approval, undue influence, and fraud and forgery. And I'm going to be talking for about 30 minutes. The slides are going to be made available to you afterwards. Okay, so diving right into the formalities to make a will, with very few exceptions. Section 9 of the Wills Act 1837 applies, which means that the will needs to be in writing, signed by the testator in the presence of 2 or more witnesses, and each witness then either signs and attests and signs their signature in the presence of the testator, but not necessarily in the presence of each other. The courts have shown themselves to be fairly flexible about the requirements of the Wills Act. In Re Cook's estates, for example, the signature of the testator, "Your loving mother," was held to be sufficient, and in Pain and Pain in 2018, it was held to be acceptable that a witness writes their name rather than actually signs their signature. The signatures don't need to be right at the end of the document. They can be anywhere on the document, and the witnesses need to be in the line of sight, seeing the testator sign their name. They can be in another room as long as they can see the testator sign their name. Note the Wills Act 1837 Electronic Communications Amendment coronavirus orders, which were made in 2020 and 2022. Wills which were executed between the 31st of January 2020 and 31st of January 2024 allow for witnessing wills via video. But that's just wills between those 2 periods for obvious reasons. And I've put on the slide there the case of the British University in Dubai and in Ibrahimi, which was a 2021 case. It's quite interesting. There were actually 4 witnesses in that case. The first set of witnesses, it turned out, were in a different city to the testator and didn't witness his signature. And the second lot of witnesses initially said that they were in a meeting with the testator and witnessed his signature there. But it turned out when the first witness was put in the witness box and questioned about it, he admitted that he'd lied in his affidavit. That will was held to be invalid